A very, very warm good evening. This is Arunfoot Chaudhary, and you are live on my YouTube channel. Sorry, guys, a little later than I thought I would be, but yeah, I was on the road, so therefore I couldn't come a little earlier. But yeah, I was watching the game. So what a day of football. East Bengal suffer a 2-3 loss to FC Goa, which means the first win of the season for Manolo Marquez. And on the other side, it means another loss by Carlos Cuadrat. Interestingly, a Borja Herrera hat-trick. So that's a big one. And on the other side, India only lost 1-0 to Iran. And I take the result. Let's put it this way, and let's get into discussion. Once again, sorry for my delay. Yes, Deepak. Hi, Kumar. So, good evening, Vaishnav. Hey, Febin. What do you think East Bengal should work on? That's a very good question, because it comes back to certain things that I have been saying for a while in connection to East Bengal, and East Bengal not willing to accept those things, or the fans of East Bengal not willing to accept those things, let me put it that way. And the club management, the coaching staff and other things that, there's certain work that needs to be done. And according to me, those things are not being done. And then therefore you get these kind of results, and to me, the first question is the coach. I said it last year. I don't think that it is the right choice that the club has made. The club has brought in a lot of individuals for a lot of money, and they don't have a team. I think what today proved was they have a team, and that they can jointly put something together and work on it. And this is something which I feel is lacking at East Bengal FC at the moment, and therefore we are where we are. And the situation is not getting easier for the Kolkata Giants, in my opinion. It is getting more and more complex, more and more complicated. And from that perspective, it is very, very disappointing. And the level of desperation at all levels is, I think, a problem where the reality has not sunk in, and it's not sunk in since day one. They have a problem in management. Surely they have a problem in management. They have a problem in a coach. And have they put in really a squad together? When certain players are missing, suddenly you have, certain players have to play in certain positions. Players have been bought for overpriced money. All these questions need to be asked, but who's going to ask these questions and who's going to get an answer? That is the problem with East Bengal at the moment. Hi, Joydeep, good evening. I was shocked by today's India U20 results. Puma, I take it. Forget the football. Let's not get into that football discussion. But I think 1-0 loss to Iran is something I take. And if I see how many chances Iran had, I take the result. And take the result and don't talk about it. Not a good evening for us. Jaideep, it was coming. It has been coming for a while, and things are not going to get better. Hi, Blue. Hope you're doing better than Carlos Cuadrat. Yes, I surely am. Vaishnav is saying Carlos should be sacked. I think it's enough. Yeah, I think there's not much of an answer to that. Where is this? Life Unwritten. I just translate what is saying. What's your vision about India-Iran match? Will India qualify for the group? The possibilities are there. Let's put it this way. But on the other side, one has to be honest enough to say, as I said, I take the result. The result is very, very good for us. The question is, what can we do with that result? And that's something, which helps Laos beat Mongolia 6-0. So that's something which makes it very interesting from our perspective. we have a much better goal difference than Laos, but is that going to be enough? I think we need to win. And therefore we'll have to get everything out of that, and let's see if we can do it. Hi Manolo, welcome back. Deepak says, so many self-proclaimed stakeholders claim they want to produce next human song. Why don't they all come together and build one world-class academy that could actually produce world-class players? I mean, Deepak, there are two things. The first question is, are these people serious in saying they want a world-class academy? First of all, proclaiming that they want to create a star doesn't mean that they have the means and the capabilities. I think, tell me one individual or group who you think has the capabilities of doing it, and all of them don't want to do it together. They want to do it on their own because it's also about egos. This is not about Indian football. This is something that everyone needs to understand. Hijaji, Anwar were absolute horrible today. Why Carlos starting Anwar? Also Anwar saying right back in second half. Why? The less I say, the better. Hijaji Mahir, yeah, less said better. About Anwar, I'm not going to put any comments. I think that career is going down the drain, but at least he's getting a lot of money. I mean, it was all about that, right? So, yeah, the less said, the better, I think, at the moment. Hi, Dark Knight. Did India play well or Iran play bad in AFC 25 hours? India played, for its standards, we played good, I would say, but Iran messed up, you know? So, yeah, towards the end, it could have been 2-3, 4-0 easily. So therefore, yeah, that's something which needs to be remembered. This ISL is showing old age foreigners like Uday Silva not working in ISL anymore. Uday is not that old. Silva, yes, but again, it depends on who you're looking at. You might be saying that, Manolo, and in 3 weeks you will be saying, oh, you know what, the old players are controlling the league. So therefore, what works today might not work next week. So therefore, that's one thing that I've learned, is that if you think and I think that something is working, next week it might not be working. So these are all realities. Sorry, let's just get a little closer to the camera. These are all realities which are there. So therefore, let's see what happens. I think this was Carlos' last match, seeing his reaction after the match. Yeah. Looks tough to say that, he can stay after all that he said last season. And again, it's tactical. If I look at the team and the way they're playing, there is nothing. And just the change of coach most probably would do something. Chance were made of go back, Carlos. Yeah, I mean, that has been happening for a while now. I mean, if you look at social media, I think, Carlos Kodrat should not open social media tonight. East Bengal playing like I-League in ISL. Yeah, didn't look good today, huh? You saw India was Iran highlights. Yes, I've seen it. So therefore, the less I say, the better. Say that East Bengal should learn from Punjab how to build the team. East Bengal does have a sporting director. Rahul, the problem is of the way that the Kolkata clubs operate. They don't operate, so therefore that is the one thing. Punjab, yes, has done a lot of things right. And also one factor is that you in Punjab with Punjab FC, or even in Delhi with Punjab FC, can work on your things calm and quietly, which you cannot do with East Bengal. And to me, I think that's one of those things that we need to keep in mind. That is something where it's an advantage for us, so to say, to come around and for East Bengal, Mohun Bagan, Mohammedan, pressure is X times higher due to media, especially social media has its effects, but I think that media scrutiny also comes on top of that. And yes, they have a sporting director or head of football or director of football, but again, it was all they all tried to do it with money, and I think that is something which I think we should have learned now over the last 10 years that it's not only about money, it's about processes, about other things. And East Bengal doesn't have a process. East Bengal has a broken system at all levels. East Bengal were desperate to get into the ISL 4 years ago. I've said that. I continue to say that. I've received a lot of abuse because of that, because I said openly what East Bengal needs to do, not needs to do. And it's not just the money factor. Most of the clubs are spending less money than East Bengal, but look at where East Bengal stands after match round 3. Right? This coach appointment last season was a mistake. I think they should have gone in with another season of Stephen Constantine. You like his football or not, but Stephen did set a foundation. And these are the realities. This is the realities that people who fool us, who think it's not working. It's not working. East Bengal has to do the right things, otherwise they're not going to move forward. And they will have to accept it. That's I think, the challenge that East Bengal has these days, right? One second, where was this? Sorry. Last week, Mongolia 6-0, India scored 4 when 10 men were there. Shame. Yeah. But then, the other thing you can say, India lost 1-0 and they conceded 8, right? One of Bajaj's excuses in Anwar case initially were Mohan Bagan signing 2 centre backs, and now I might have to play full back, and he played as right back today. Blue, there's a saying, karma is a B ... But now the last East Bengal had focal point for goal scoring, that is Clayton Silver this season. Again, what are they playing? What was the reason to bring in a Mehdi Talal? Why did you bring in Nanda Kumar while having a Mahesh? There is no logic to those signings. Sorry to say that. The players are signed because of their names. You're not signing players for positions. That has been the problem of the club, right? Manolo said a lot about match officials today after game, that how easily yellow cards flowing. Let him say that. I think the referees have been doing a better job. There have been mistakes in the ISL, but again, they're doing a better job so far, I would say. So let's leave it at that. He's a coach, Let's see. I still don't know why Manolo is working without compensation for 1 year. F is unprofessional. Why, Rohit? From an AIFF perspective, to get a coach in your financial situation that the AIFF is in, to get a coach for free, you share it with the club. You're not paying, and then you pay him for 2 years. I think it's a wise move if you look at it from a financial standpoint. Do you think we can score 5 past Laos? I don't know. I don't know what, India ranked 9th in second best team rankings. I don't even know if we're going to beat Laos. That's my first point. I can't judge Laos that much. Laos, again, trajectory ours, okay. Laos was bad, now was better. Let's see. India need to win remaining match. Yeah, they need to. We park the bus, that's why we lose only 1-0. Yeah, Manolo, but sometimes parking the bus makes sense. So I don't, again. So let's see. Boris played very good today. Yeah, Manolo, I thought, I know I've seen Boris since his younger days at the Indian junior teams, under 15, under 16, under 17, under 17 World Cup. And I always liked that attacking intent the boy had. And it seems to be that it's back with him. So therefore, for me, I liked what I saw today, to be very honest. Who knows how far Boris can go. But if he continues in this form, Boris maybe at some stage might become a candidate for the national team, I think. Again, he has that experience of having played at youth international level. So let's see what happens. India vs Malaysia most likely to be held in Trans Stadium. Yeah, Rishikesh could be happening in Ahmedabad. Anwar, Mahesh, Nanda should be dropped from October squad based on how they're playing. Agree. Manolo, if that's the logic, who stays? I think not everybody. Again, with Nanda, I have questions if he's international quality. I've said that openly, right? Mahesh, again, not playing well, but I think Mahesh is one of the core players of the national team. So therefore, I would think Mahesh needs to be called. And Anwar, I don't know where he stands. Yeah. I'm happy if we can park the bus properly. Yeah, Blue, exactly. I'm not asking too much. If we're losing 1-0 against Iran and we play terrible football, but we lose only 1-0, I'll take it in the end. If that allows us to potentially move into the next round, this result, let's see. Why was Jan Pisa delaying hearing to 14th and why PSA accepted too late? Manolo, I have not bothered about it. The whole thing has become a joke, and look at how the player is playing. I don't know if East Bengal is happy to have him on their books now. Jibiru Son Youngs Min Son, we must have a Son Won Jong first, father created him. Yeah, Vaishnav, that's right. But again, remember at 16 he went to Hamburg, and Hamburger SV only in the second Bundesliga. That's where Heung-min Son became what he is now. And then, of course, he went on to Bayer Leverkusen, and now he plays at Tottenham. So, yes, but again, the father was a hard and tough taskmaster, without which the player would have never reached the level that's reached. Was there a time when I used to see Anwar as the next Indian captain? He has regressed leaps and bounds since then. Deepak, to me, he was never captain material. He's a solid centre back. But for me, someone as a captain needs something else. That's why players, again, a player like Suresh or Amajit have been captain of that youth team. He was ever him, Jitendra, these guys put in the shift, but they're not captain material. Keeping aside the coach, how do you rate the East Bengal players' performance? Uchut, pathetic. To sum it up, pathetic. Somewhere, and I don't know if it was some cousin playing for some of these guys. They're pale shadows of themselves. And you realize that this team is low on confidence, right? But the players then also have to help themselves and have to help the coach. Because now what is coming on them on social media, in the media, even in our conversations, it's not nice, but it has to be said. East Bengal at the moment is in shambles. And that's something, despite being the highest spenders of the summer. That's also a reality. East Bengal has spent the most of all teams on their team, and they're nowhere near. We only lost 1-0. Yeah, Pranja. Fans are being happy about us parking the bus. That shows knowledge. But Manolo, again, we tried. We didn't succeed parking the bus. Let's put it this way nicely. But we got a good result because Iran was wayward with their, Yeah. So therefore, take it. I take it. What do you think of chances between move forward? How much do they need to score against Laos? Pranjal, it depends on other results. At the moment, it looks to me difficult because we'll have to score that many goals once. We need to be 5-6-0, which I don't see us doing. So therefore, for me, it looks tough. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. It looks for me, for me, looks very, very tough if I see the qualifiers. Just one second. Manolo was mentioning, let me just check through what's the status in the respective groups and then look at who is in which position. Right, ranking of second place teams at this moment. Iraq has +17, Vietnam has +8, Yemen, Saudi and Kyrgyz Republic have +3. Right, Qatar is +3, India +2, UAE +1. So that's this. India needs to win. So it will be interesting to see which result drops off. Okay, still possible in theory, still possible, but looking also who's around us, we need at least 4 or 5 goals winning to have a chance. To the guys in the chat who should wear the armband after Sunil, so for me it's Sandesh. Gurpreet Beke, yeah, Sandesh. First of all, East Bengal should bring a proper sporting director. Yeah, maybe. I'm sorry, Carlos. I may have just sacked you from Manolo. Matador 2.0. Any new players for the national team? Oh, there are a few. There might be some old ones also, maybe looking to come back. So to me, that should be considered. It depends on what the coach wants to do. Yeah. So therefore, I think Jitin MS deserves a call up. After today, I thought Boris might be in with a shout. You know, not bad. What he played today. Again, and the others might be a little early. You know, the usual suspects. We're talking most probably a Vibin, a Valpuya, and all these guys. So let's see. For me, refereeing has improved this season. There will be always instances where some decisions are wrong. It's normal. Yeah, no, agree. Yeah, so that's 100%. Can we win against Laos? Dark Knight, that's the first question, which I'm not sure. I would hope so, but let's see. Udanta is right, but actually doing a decent job. What do you think? Yeah, I am positively surprised because I always thought Udanta is more of an attacking-minded player. But in this combo with Boris, actually Udanta taking that that's an interesting combo. Remember when I said park the bus? Yeah, Moba, you did, but again, did we park the bus or were Iranians just wasteful with their chances? Manolo is still new, give him some time, freedom, don't pressurize them. Yeah, Chetan, I agree. Can Boris cope up with international football physicality? Manolo, I think yes, because he has that experience. He has, 7, 8, 9 years of experience of international football. There are enough players in ISL to replace Manvir, Bose, Bheke, Nikhil, etc. Rishikesh, who? I mean, Rahul Bheke at the moment is our best centre back. You want to replace him? This is what I feel is the problem, guys. You want to replace players, I don't know who these players are, and that's the thing. That is our problem. You want a replacement? Name me 2, 3 right backs and left backs. Name me a striker who can come in. And don't come with these Davids and whatever of these words. If they're going to play for India, then shut down the team. On a serious note, they are not India material. They will never be. That is the reality, guys. Our performance is commendable. Why we always lose the important match in last minutes and we can't do it vice versa? Chetan, pressure. Very simple. Pressure. And then at some stages, it's concentration as well. Iran, where it was from 70, 75 minutes onwards, you would say, okay, when's the goal happening? And the question is, if the goal falls early, then more matches. Let's see. I've seen the highlights of the match and they could have won the match. Okay, then I watched the different highlights, Sanjay. Who are those players, Rishikesh? Yeah, good question, Manolo. Our defense is good, not performance in Iran match. Agree, sir? I don't know. I would say performance was okay, right? Yeah. I don't know. Bora got standing ovation from East Bengal FC fans after hat-trick. Respect. Yeah, I mean, Bora also showed his respect to East Bengal and its fans. And yeah, to me, even in these tough times, if you can show class, that's what football is all about. Who should be ideal to coach East Bengal if Quadrat's sacked? Oh, there were someone with a little bit more of an attacking mindset and a little bit of more organizational structure, I feel. This coach is not working. Changte should wear the band, in my opinion. Yeah, for that, Changte needs to perform more regularly, both at club and national team level. Do captains really make a difference? Not that much. It is more about, yeah. It's, of course, you win or you lose the coin toss, but also now with the rules and regulations with referees, let's see. Drop Nanda, bring Jitin, start Roshan as the right back. Yeah, could be options. How do you rate FC Goa today's gameplay? Raj, better, but again, you still see that they are still a little shaky. They're not stable yet. This is not the old Goa. So for me, still a little bit of work to do for Manolo, but I think the win helps in stabilizing the team. Wow, we have Manolo Marquez. This is Manolo Marquez 2.0, Ranjan Guardiola in the chat. Nice. Yeah, we have a lot. Yeah, and sometimes we even have Mourinho in the chat. Is it time for Kora? Do you think he can be given some more time? Or it's over. In my opinion, 5 losses in a row for a club of the stature of East Bengal. I know across competitions, but still not good enough. Do you think Sanjay Shen could be a good candidate? No, I don't think so. Who is next number 9? Gopu, we don't have a real number 9 at the moment. I guess, in my opinion, Rahim Ali is the best option as a striker that we have. And otherwise, we might have to work around with a false number 9. I agree, Chanktik can be captain ahead about his work ethic. Yeah. So, Chikat, it's Chanktik is doing well, but yeah, let's see. Sangwan in place for Bose in October squad. Sangwan, I think, is more in place of Jay Gupta. I would say Manolo. I think legacy clubs didn't have anything to do with Indian football. That's a little too hard, Kumar. They surely did. To me, they have their part, but again, what is their role in regard to overall Indian football? That can, of course, be discussed and questioned. Do you think India has a strong game against Iran, or Iran not good in finishing? Not good in finishing Iran, what I would say. In the last 20 minutes, they could have sealed the game. Happy for Danta, at least he's back in the fray. Yeah, Deepak is. Another, what was standard parameters for Baichung or Ambijan got selected for India? The league, the cups, the football, the foreigners, where they belong to the same level as us, foreigners. I think the quality that they have. So from my thing that I saw in those days, Baichung as well as Ambijan are players who were a cut above the rest. And that was the reason why those guys were picked on a regular basis, even with injuries or other things. My best example is Rennie. Even in a bad season, Rennie used to get picked because the coaches knew at international level he's special. And this is what I mean. You can be the best player. And I remember Bob Houghton used to say that. There used to be a player who was very often one of the best players in the I-League, and Bob never picked him because Bob said, he doesn't fit into my style, and there's certain things which I don't like about that player's way of playing. And that is something which it is. And the foreigners at that stage, no, they were not as good as they are today. I mean, some of them were African students coming to India, playing some university tournaments and then becoming footballers. Chima Okedi is the best example of that. Vukovanovic to East Bengal. No, let them decide on if they're going to keep or fire the coach, and then we can start the discussion. Do you think India done decent not conceding too many goals? Yeah, they've done very well. Conceding just 1 goal is very good. And Anavada, do you remember Gaurav Mukhi, youngest goal scorer in Asia Court in age one? They mentioned age is 16 or 17 years, age 37, which was mentioned by Padma Reddy. He was 16 at the time. Youngest goal scorer of all times for Jamshedpur FC, turned out to be 28. Rishikesh, our quality is dipping. That's a reality. In the next few years, we may not even produce Changte, Brandon Saar, let alone Sunil Baichung Gurpreet. Yeah. Bora scored a hat-trick and gifted East Bengal fans a sack of Carlos Correa, a real torchbearer. I don't find this season's matches boring so far. No, I mean, yeah, it's been interesting. East Bengal had an advantage towards the end with 10 players on the field. They fumbled so badly. Okay. And now that legacy club sentence auto-corrected. Sorry, I want to mention legacy clubs did not do anything for Indian football. And that's what I contested. Do you think to bring Anwar with 6 crore a year salary impact of Holmes, Raji, Mahesh, Lal, they were getting 2 crore less than Jay? I don't know if the money is a factor, but it's just a question of quality. Again, this problem with, for example, with Mahesh is not a new one. Mahesh has been off for a while for club. Nanda, sorry, no disrespect to him, but I don't rate him that highly, and Ijaji had some very, very good games last season, but today, not good. So, and Lal Chudunga also, I think, overperformed. क्यूरियस हैरी के चैनल में मॉडरेटर हूँ और आज फूफा ने बेरोज अगर बोल दिया. Okay. When is the AIFF president election? No idea, Rishikesh. Torch battery is low in this eyes. Malta FK, Norwegian team where Haaland and Choko played together in 2016-2017 season. Yeah, Sachin. Yeah. There you see, right? One player goes to become one of the top strikers in the world. Another one is now playing in the Indian Super League. So those are the realities of football, right? Someone is successful, someone is not. So yeah. Therefore, that is something which is there. And again, let's see. Yeah, unemployed. Yeah, Berozgar. I know, unemployed. I would have substituted Nanda in place of Mahesh. Is that a football coach? Manok, that's the question I asked. A lot of East Bengal fans were not happy, and not only fans, but certain people who run YouTube channels as well, who think they know more. And yeah, these are the realities. Sorry, I might sound arrogant, but in a lot of things, I've seen it, done it all. So therefore, these kind of situations, you need to know who you're signing. And therefore, that's the problem. That's the problem. Their coach, Shouldn't we also keep Liston, Manvir, Thapa, both out of national team? Blue, if we start saying this player, that player, that player, who do we have left? So therefore, for me, I don't know. It's the question is not performance. The question is for the coach to recognize and realize who can I count on, who can I, build my team around. I think that's the challenge that club coaches and national team coaches have. They have to find the right sort of solution in regard to who is going to perform for me or who is not going to perform for me. That's might not be easy, but that's the reality of things. Right, now 34 minutes into the daily Indian football discussion here on my channel, Arunfoot. Welcome if you're new. And if you like what you're seeing, do leave a like, do leave a share as well. And subscribe to the channel as well. So far, 19 likes today. Thank you very much. And we have, let me just update, 1,781 subscribers and followers. Thank you all, new and old. Again, slowly we are growing the community. So great to see that. Thanks a lot for your following. So I really want East Bengal FC to sign Ivan Vukonovic. It would be a treat to watch him walking out of a derby with East Bengal FC. You know what the problem I feel with the Vukonovic would be? Because Vukonovic has tendencies of Quadrat to be a little defensive. So therefore, I don't think it would work. Edgar Mendes, BFC players, highest rated 72 and Diamanta costs 7. McLean is 68 less than Jason and Petratos rated 69. Sachin, where are you getting these ratings from? Could you let me know? East Bengal can bounce back well. So far, they look rusty. Yeah, but the question is bouncing back also gets tougher and tougher by each match day. I wish we had tall like Virgin Haaland players in India and Netherlands national team mentality. Okay, Tiki-taka Titans. But how that one player in the same league goes to become world-class top striker, another becomes nowhere in the league. Because some players are that good. Holland was that good, went to Salzburg, went to Dortmund, and now is at City and is, one of the best of his generation. Chuku is older, of course, so therefore he was most probably past his prime and then has come to India. Look, we don't have any backup and can't time for any national team player. I feel, yeah, very, very well said, Giron. That's the problem. East Bengal is very underperforming under Quadrat. Perfect example of the consequence of doing dirty things. Yeah, looks like it. I think Quadrat philosophy is different. A player in East Bengal, the last style is different. He's not fitting. Vedant, I said that a few weeks ago. Quadrat is a defensive-minded coach, and we saw it, I think, best against BFC in the last 20 minutes when he was forced to change it to an attacking unit, and they were actually good, and therefore it didn't work. My other question, Bakenga, Punjab FC player, said, I help and advise Haaland in football. Yeah, they've played, he's Norwegian, right? So they've played together. The Indian Ten Hag said, Bubbles animation. Indian coach should try and learn from Hansi Flick, using new players so well, even though most of his key players are injured. Yeah, Tiki-Taka Titans sounds easy, but again, you have to have the quality. At Barca, Hansi Flick has the quality to replace XYZ player, right? So that's I think the difference. You can't make those comparisons because Flick has options at Barca which no Indian coach has. Teams should learn from Mumbai City that no matter what clubs are bigger than a player, be it Chahu, Greg, or Royston, especially KFC. Yeah, I agree. Who do you think attacking coach East Bengal can sign now? Vedant. I would, again, I'm this is homework. And this is not, you ask me a question and I answer. Normally you would think about who could be the right fit with the players you have, what are the things, and then you ponder about it for 2-3 days. Therefore, I can't give you an answer, let's say now 30 seconds. Why did Vukomanovic leave Kerala though? Happiness is a butterfly. Sorry, I'm saying it correctly. It didn't work out. 3 years, no titles. It was the end of a cycle. I feel bringing Anwar had more to do with recall. Acha, I feel bringing Anwar had more to do with rivalry with Mohammad Sudhan, acquisition of a quality player. I think, yeah, it's a factor, but East Bengal were looking for an Indian centre back. Hi, Ishan. Yes, I'm doing well. These ratings are from EAFC 25 game. Okay. Don't you think Anwar Ali's inclusion in the team and the daily saga broke the team spirit and shifted the team focus? Jay can be a factor, but I think the coach is a factor as well. Actually, I've shifted to Pune for my masters, and here, whenever I play football, half of them are Bengali. Okay, interesting. Justin, Nitish Sarkar just offered Des the biggest offer in the history of Indian football. Des decided not to waste time in Bengali and deny them by saying, Cha Mudao. Okay. I feel bringing in Anwar had more to do with, sorry, we had that already. Kodat needs Spanish players and Aussie players, I feel, according to his preferred game style. Maybe, but he has the Spanish players, right? He has the Spanish players in that mix. What Ego did in 5 years don't have any backup of aged players. Yeah. Sam Migration can be a great option for East Bengal. Again, another defensive-minded coach, Red. Now that you think Haaland can dominate like Ronaldo and Messi, or he will struggle after 20 days of physical fatigue? Kumar, I think, football is becoming more and more physical every day, right? We saw, the comments from Rodri and other players in regard to physical fitness and other things. And from that perspective, that could be a factor. I remember Franz Beckenbauer told me many, many years back, or told me and other people who were there having dinner, that, they used to think that they used to walk football in the 70s. So therefore, football has changed. Serious injuries can happen. If they happen, they will have an effect on him. But Haaland, to me, yeah, again, he's already outscored Ronaldo in the Premier League now, and I think he'll do his thing. He'll do his thing. Maybe he'll stay there. Maybe he'll go, I don't know, to Madrid. Maybe he wants to return to Germany. Let's see. East Bengal to ninth position, permanent हो sir. Meanwhile, North East United में हम हैं, लेकिन seat East Bengal की है. Rachit, yeah, enjoy your fun today. I think Greg has best passing range in ISL, and last season's ACL performance was best from other Mumbai City FC players. Yeah, that's your take, Sachin. Do you think we've done decent defending, not conceding too many goals? Yeah, I think so. Said, do you know Bengali? Yes, Gopu, I know Bengali. Should we model our football like how the Japanese did from the German model? Japan was banned for 40 years, but now last 2 years their peak. Tiki-taka Titans, Japan modeled their football on Nori. Japan has been since the 19th planning what they want to do. They're organized, they're structured. So for us, we have to find our own route, our own path, our own solutions, and then we'll see what we can achieve as India, right? As Indian football. And the Japanese did the same. The Japanese, of course, yes, did do certain things in a certain way, but from that perspective, from that understanding, I would say that it'll be very interesting to see what they're going to do in the long term. Football will always be loved, but being East Bengal fan and Indian national team supporter is too tough a job. Watching Premier League is better utilization of time. If you're supporting the wrong team in the Premier League, you have a third team. I know someone was posting something yesterday about Man United. So therefore, but that's football, right? You not only have the good days, you will have bad days with the club and the nation that you support. Do you think certain time Haaland plays rugby game with Saliba almost clash physical? It's fine. Let him do it. Mumbai never lost against BFC in a away match in ISL or in I-League or ISL. Blue, interesting piece of stat. I've read it. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Hi, Shayari. I guess I'm doing well. Just want to say that your content is so good that sometimes it makes me feel like you are my low-taker ball because you always cheer me up like a happy ball. Thanks. Thank you very much. These kind of comments really help. And I just use this opportunity to plug the channel, right? Again, as they say in today's world. Did a video earlier today in regard to talent development as part of my future on the Indian football series. So if you haven't watched it, watch it. Yesterday did a video on Punjab FC, and I've impressed so far. Earlier videos on when will PIOs, or what my take on when PIOs, OCIs could play for India, Monroe's selections. Again, further videos on the future of Indian football. I did preview on all the ISL teams before that. So just watch it. Like today's video if you think that it's worth, you're enjoying yourselves. 21 likes so far. Thank you very, very much. And if you want to watch more content, do subscribe to arunfoot here, 1,781 people. Thank you very, very much. BFC has best chance to break this record. Yeah, of course. So in my opinion, BFC, brilliant start to the ISL, but this is a different test. Another I'm saying, because this is for 10, 11 or 12 years scoring continuously. Yeah, he has the potential. He's the striker who can outscore these guys, right? East Bengal, Man U of India, Blue, at the moment, it looks like it, no? Because the similarity is, again, Man United, East Bengal, two big clubs. Managers, where a lot of people have said, why are they still there? Players coming in for a lot of money, but not performing, going elsewhere, performing, right? These are realities. East Bengal was down 1-2, and the fans started chanting, "Go back, Carlos. Coach as a job is very difficult." Yeah, but Manoj, I know a good friend of mine who is a coach once said, my job is sometimes I get compensated for my work. in regard to what I all have to to me, the coach's role is when you win, great. When you lose, it's bad. So তাহলে তোমার বাড়ি কোথায়? In South Calcutta is our original house, but I'm based to Gopo at the moment, or have been based. I'm born and brought up in Germany. East Bengal FC Challenge League journey can be too much tough if they keep playing like this. Yaron Reda said anyway it would be tough, right? For any Indian club at the moment it would be tough. So therefore for me, it's still a month away. That's the only saving grace. It's still a month away. Did a young player play decent compared to a senior team's playing against a big team? Morally, I'm not going to do these sort of comparisons. Do you think Indian football emerges state someone needs to step in which state if it is better other than Manipur? Mizoram? Way better, Mizoram. Even Meghalaya is trying to do certain stuff. Arunachal is trying to do certain stuff. Odisha. Karnataka, so there are quite a few. Being a man working German football and talking about Indian football, keep it hard and so zero results is the toughest job in the field. Yeah, trying. Your thoughts on Ranjan Chaudhary and U20 finishing in final third? Amol, again, coach is dependent on results. At the moment, it looks okay. I always said I don't think we're going to qualify for the U20s. If we would, it would be a bonus. So let's see. 1-0. I take it any day. It doesn't matter how we played. 1-0 losing to Iran, on paper at least, is an achievement. Haaland to Barca, Deepak not happening. Barca doesn't have the money to fund such a transfer. Which Premier League team resembles Northeast United? Brentford, maybe? Do you think right now Japan, they can beat Germany like they did World Cup? I think they forget. On their day they could. On other days Germany will beat them. Will some talented player play in Germany? Maybe in the future. Who knows? Not at the moment. Now that does not say development in India for most people who are involved in donkeys just say sorry. These words are not there in India for prediction development. I forget about TD. Okay, Kumar. Do you feel there is lack of friendship or camaraderie in the senior national team? Yeah. Wouldn't be able to say, Deepak. I'm from Mizoram. Mizoram, better. Yeah, let's not get into that. How would Juan Ferrando fit in this East Bengal team? I don't think Blue, because I think it's a little fractured. Yeah, to me, is at the moment, I think Juan would need to have a functional team, a team of quality. Again, we saw at Mohun Bagan that the team didn't really understand and get what he wanted from them, and that's the reality of the team, right? So therefore, I would think not the right fit. Saliba, you rate him. Morally, one of the best at the moment. Borrera really stepped up to seal the deal for Goa, while Hijaji looked totally out of his depth in defense against the opposition attackers. Yeah, enough. Borrera, hat-trick against his former club. Huge respect to him. Yeah. It's and Hijaji, yeah, had a total off day today. Thank you, Dada. Always nice discussion with you. You are welcome. Amol. Manolo was quite different before taking charge of national team, but now in FC Goa seems like he's giving exclusive effect of national Indian football team on him. He was doing it last season as well. I think if you see, he was doing it after the injuries to Victor Rodriguez and Sandesh, and the results not come. Now, what's your take on Thomas Frank, who's the Brentford coach? Team was doing consistent, and he's taken a championship team and has established them as a Premier League side with a lovely small little stadium in West London. Nice. Is Hector playing better than Hijaji? I thought Hector is back up. Hector used to, for example, Blue, I don't understand why Mohun Bagan released him. I thought he was rock solid for them. So therefore, if Hector Eustace is in your squad, you've got Hijazi Mayer. I would pick Hector Eustace ahead of Hijazi Mayer, or even I don't know Tom Aldred or whoever I don't know about Alberto Rodriguez. He has to still prove, but yeah. Certain do you feel I'm done with Indian football losing consistently? Yeah, but you have it for a night, maybe even for another day, but then Indian football for me is not about success and failures. I mean, if it was only about success, then I should have left Indian football 25 years ago, right? So it's sticking with it and hoping, working on better days. I think we're forcing too much expectation on our Indian players and national team. We should be increase our reach and talent hunt rather than aim big in tournaments. Tiki Taka Titans, yes and no, because I think the players who are playing also need to understand that they need to be better, right? Even Molina looks like giving excuses, hate excuses. Yeah, Blue. I think this is what something Molina was doing, Vukumanovic was doing, Carlos, Manulona does it, Molina is doing it. Yeah. If tomorrow Monvag are not able to perform well, I feel it's end for Molina as well in Indian football. Rare. Let's see. He got a get out of jail card against Northeast United. So let's see. To me it's not clear. But there are some coaches where you realize who are struggling big time. So therefore, let's wait and see what they're able to do and what they're able to. True, I must say Hector has much better composure and gives a better security. Yeah, exactly, Blue. That's my point, right? Right, as we've been speaking about, sorry, what am I doing? As we're speaking about tomorrow, let's quickly, where did it go? There it is. Tomorrow, Saturday, Super Saturday, September 28th. We got 2 matches coming up. The early kickoff is Odisha FC versus Jamshedpur FC. And then a 7:30 kickoff, Bengaluru FC host Mohun Bagan Supergiant. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do a post-match because it's Bayern Munich versus Bayer Leverkusen, so I'd like to watch the game tomorrow. So maybe I'll do a watch-along for BFC versus Mohun Bagan. I'm not sure at the moment. Let me see. Depends on a few factors, and maybe I'll do a little earlier. So just to let you know, maybe I will do a 7:15 program and do a watch-along for this match tomorrow. So let me know if there is an interest. Yes, watch along, as I said, Manolo. Maybe BFC versus Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Certain time Indian fans we won't support because they are consistently losing the match. We must hope or they don't know the reality of Indian football. Morally, it's not about knowing the realities of Indian football. I think as a fan of a national team or even of a club, you need to support your team when they're winning and when they're losing. That's the most important. Again, as I said, I might not be happy, I might be unhappy. Let's see. But you shouldn't be. Thailand and Vietnam are working seriously now. They are way ahead of us. They should take inspiration from them. Yeah, Manoj, we didn't no inspiration for anyone. We need to just focus on ourselves. Share information why Hector still left Mohun because he was playing really well there. They wanted to change certain things, right? So therefore, Hector, you stay gone. Manolo is lucky he faced East Bengal. Imagine we lost against Northeast United FC, PFC, or Mumbai City FC, would be in big trouble. Agree. All right, please do a watch along. As Ranjan saying, Blue is also saying yes. Indian fans should learn from Man United and Spurs fans. Oh, Tiki Taka Titans. Yeah, that's a tough one. It'd be great to listen to your commentary. Thank you, Ranjan. Yeah, so then again, if I can, I will factor it in and then we could do a live watch along tomorrow of Bangalore FC against Mohun Bagan. And then, yeah. What's your take, guys? Let me know in the comments. Should Carlos stay or should Carlos go? For me, I said I don't think there's a future, but guys, let me know what you think. And again, what other changes? So let's see. Mohan Bagan literally tried to change the things that weren't broken, and we are now here. Yeah, agree. You know, अपना किन भाई का फ्यूचर में क्या करना चाहिए, like club and national team. Uh, um, See, he needs to pick the right club and needs to pick a club where he plays. And then if he plays club football, he will, you know, he will, he will hopefully shine in the future. So watch along needed. Thank you, Manolo. Let me see. Carlos should have gone after Lojong match. Yeah. When I was a commentary with Anand Tyagi and ISL, such a big dream. Thank you very much. Yeah, I would love to do. I've done some work with Anand once, many years back, but would love to do something. BFC Mohun Bagan OG rivalry match since I-League days. Yeah, right. Yeah. Mohun Bagan actually won the I-League once under Sanjay Sen in Bangalore at the Kantirava against BFC. So yes, this rivalry's been there. Time's up for Carlos. He should move on before it gets too worse. Don't deserve. Yeah, we Indians don't understand the work that goes into being an athlete, and that for every winner there is a loser. Winning and losing is a part of sport. You have to love watching no matter the result. Very well said. Very well said, Rohit. Couldn't agree more with what you said. Yes, I totally agree. Certain time they feel we're going and they're doing same thing. At the moment, I'm feeling that. I think we are, we are not going in the right direction, but still we're going in that direction. So that's the reality. And now with the Arteta transformed the counter-attacking team by building year after year with changing style, including players who suited him. But what Ten Hag is doing, I don't know. Okay, Kumar, that had worked with Manti Lang. I remember your early days. Yes, I did work with Manti. Couple of Federation Cups and for ESPN also during the World Cups. I think our under-20 player playing good. It's okay. Is Mohammed Sporting the most settled team from Kolkata? What a turnaround. At the moment, it looks like it. I mean, yeah, it might sound weird, but I agree, Blue, that Mohammedan, despite being the new boys in the ISL, seem to be more settled than the others in this season. So yes, that's well observed, I would say. They've done better than the two more experienced ISL teams who have, as you said, Mohun Bagan has sort of broken their own house for no reason, and on the other side, East Bengal are struggling because they've become too desperate. This time I feel BFC has an upper hand because its initial days of ISL, Mohun won't take any risk to go for everything because they are playing FC Champions League 2 as well. I think year on rare, I think AFC as AFC Champions League 2 or ACL 2 is still a bit away, and therefore for them, I think the thought is about playing against BFC, so they will give everything. Our team had 2-0 in local tournament when we conceded and lost 2-3 guys. Support your local team tournament players. Yeah. So, who do you want to see as new coach of East Bengal? Any suggestions? Aditya, I said it earlier. I again, as I said earlier, for something like this, one needs to analyze what's the situation within the club, within the team. What does the club want to do? And then you can make realistic suggestions on that. Another, can you bring Richard on the podcast? Kumar, yes, I haven't brought anyone lately. Should be doing that. So yeah, I need to speak to Richard anyway. So yeah, I should do that. Arun, if you get invitation from other podcasts to go on their podcast to discuss things, you should do it. I only found out about you because you were on their football group discussion. Okay. Yeah, thanks a lot for that, Rohit. What is Manu's problem according to you, and how can they improve? I would show this to my friends who are in depression after every Manu match. Blue, I think again, Manu is in a similar situation as East Bengal. I mean, that comparison is actually not that bad because Manu is a little desperate of trying to want to win the Premier League. I think one reality which Manu has not wanted to accept is that Alex Ferguson left a broken house behind. He did win the Premier League in his last year and all that stuff, blah blah. But everyone who's come after him, the managers have been destroyed. David Moyes, I remember I saw those two in Manchester at the Hilton when they were talking about the takeover of David Moyes of United. The question is, after all the coaches, managers, players have brought in, I don't know what the system is. And Manu is overpaying, of course, surely. Financially, they've done very, very well. So therefore, to me, the management, and now they thought they brought in the right guys to change things. He did win the FA Cup, but was that the reason to keep him? I think they still should have changed the manager. As much as I like Erik ten Hag, I've met him at Bayern in his old days. Yeah, makes no sense. So, and again, a lot of players in there who don't have the mentality. Let's see. I hope Indian managers give hard one-liners. It was like Jose Mourinho. Yeah, won't do it. In India, which team has the best academy? Mumbai City FC, BFC, Mohammad Subhajan, or these are Ali academies? At the moment, BFC would be amongst them. Mumbai City doesn't have a best academy. Certainly, Mohun Bagan doesn't even have a proper academy, in my opinion. Northeast United still has to build it. It would be showcased between, I think, BFC and FC Goa, most probably, if you're talking about academy. Kikore Indian football, go corruption. The wrong people running it. I feel Carlos not ready for us. No. Do you think Channel Women team can reach World Cup? Morally, they reached a World Cup final. They've been regulars at the World Cup. Of course, they play World Cup. Aruna, why didn't you counter Ranjit strongly on Chuck, the football YouTube channel, previous podcast? Kumar, it was a wasteful time. You had him, you had other people in there. Sorry. Maybe Rohit saw me on that one, but again, for me, it was a waste of time. Those kind of conversations are useless because you're not discussing the things the lovely thing is that they say they want to expose people who are doing bad things, but you're giving actually a platform for people who are actually part of the problem and not part of the solution. Mourinho or Alex Ferguson, none of them. According to you, which Indian state produces players who are naturally talented? At the moment, I would say Mizoram. In the past, I would have said most probably Manipur. Mitoma dribble crazy in English Premier League. Okay, Morali. What do you think about state franchise league? Should we keep them or scrap them and pour that money in the state league and properly commercialize and benefit the law structure as well? Big Mom, good question. The problem is that the people who want to create those state leagues want to have something of their own, and they think that they can do it better than the others. And these super leagues are, I don't know what they're going to bring in the end. And then the state leagues are having, a sort of somewhat of a survival. And yeah, I don't know. It's for me, it's not working at the moment. And then let's see where we go. Do you think sacking president on a head can change the football development unless our foundation changes? Nothing changes. See, the problem is, yes, the leadership at the top needs to be strong, right? Only if you have a strong leadership who is also inclusive, who tries to bring people on board and tries to build something, that's the only way of creating something. And that's why it's traveling. Yeah. And to me, that's the biggest struggle with football. Is it one person? Is it two people? No, it's a lot of people need to be changed in this system. PFC Academy, Blue needs more time. Chetan says Manipur. Yes, I saw you on that podcast and I thought you were very logical and reasonable. Your perspective is necessary in those discussions. I was impressed with what you said and I found your channel. Thank you, Rohit. The problem is that people don't want to listen to that. No? They want to rather have a sort of an Arnab Goswami style shouting match, and these people think they know better. And sorry, they don't have a clue of what they're saying or what they're doing. They're just, that's the problem, right? So therefore, I do my own thing. If people like it, more than welcome to follow me, to see what I do, and I will try and continue to try and make a difference in the small little ways that I can. Yeah, and then see what I can do. But these other people are there the way they are, and they want to do it. Another, I was watching the technique of players in Europe, how they are taking shots, and unless the way players are able to score. Okay. Sorry. Right, it's exactly 8 o'clock here in Germany. It is 11:30 p.m. in India. And yeah, on a day that East Bengal suffered a 2-3 loss to FC Goa, which means third ISL loss in a row, 5 losses in total, adding Durand Cup and AFC Champions League 2 qualifiers. Yeah, the question is it the end of Carlos Kudarat or not? We will see in the coming hours and days. And on the other side, India only lost 0-1 to Iran in the under-20s. And that to me is a good result. But again, I'm not going to talk about the football because the less we say, the better. Thanks to Iran, I said. And yeah, let's see. Do you think speaking truth sometimes can cost us, like hurting egos? Yeah, every time you speak the truth, someone or the other's ego is hurt. Which team domination was best in your opinion? Barca under Pep, Madrid under Zidane, Bayern under Flick, City under Pep, Madrid under Carlo, anyone else? Oh. I would think Barca under Pep. If we qualify for U20 Asian Cup and from there, what will be the choice if the players do not get selected for national team? See, playing well in the under-20s doesn't mean you get selected for a senior national team, Chetan. We're discussing this nearly on a daily basis. The problem is, if someone plays good in the I-League or I-League 2 or maybe at youth level, if he's an exceptional talent, he gets a chance. Name me that. We are making average players sound like they're the next big thing in Indian football. For me, the last real exceptional talent that I have seen growing up was Lalinzwala Chante. That's why I tried to help Chante, and we got him a trial at Viking Stavanger in 2019. Right? So, what's your take on the draw between Twente and Man United? Kumar, I didn't watch it, so again, and I don't watch too much of English football. So you want to talk Bundesliga, we can talk day in, day out. Do you see any player coming like the level of Brandon? Not at the moment, Murali. I think you are needed in these discussions, even though it is probably annoying for you to be on those discussions. You are emotional, you changed my perspective on Indian football. Thank you. The point for me is that I'm listening to BS, right? Most of the stuff that these other people say is BS. It is rubbish. It makes no sense. So for me, yes, if I have a bad day, I'll blast all of them. I will blast all of these people. And they should be blasted, actually, left, right, and center for the bullshit that they're doing. Sorry if I use the word now. But hey, what's the use? Listen, I'd rather do these lives with you guys, have a nice conversation, do my regular videos, and, I try to get my viewpoint across. Where do you put Mourinho, Porto team level? Yeah, they did well, but it's not one of the best. What's your take on the draw between said it, didn't watch it? What changes can the new constitution see, and do you think adding the sports quota will bring any benefit for Indian football? Okay, another one of those fake promises. The sports code is turning out to be a sporting disaster. Because why? Which idiot, and I'm using this word on purpose. I could use a much worse word. Think about the worst gali, or maybe in Punjabi or whatever. Just come up to with the sports code thinking then that athletes know better than other people what to do as heads of a sporting federation, right? I don't want the politicians, okay. I don't want business people, understood. I also don't want ex-sports persons if they're not qualified. I want sports management professionals who love a sport, right? Who understand the sport to a certain level. Those people to run sports, who have a passion and understanding. But hey, we're seeing athletes as leaders of sporting bodies not working. It's sad to say the politician in that sense is better because he gets certain things done, because he can put political pressure on others. So we need to be real about these things, need to be honest about these things. We are not going in the right direction. Sorry to say that again and again and again and again. We are not going in the right direction. That is my biggest concern at the moment. Do you see players like Coutinho, Balotelli come as in the future? Balotelli has been offered to Indian clubs, didn't come. And Coutinho, yeah, could happen. Who will win tonight? Milan or versus Lecce? Scoreline prediction, please. Listen, I'm not watching the game because we need, so therefore I'm not going to give it. Do you think India needs sports management degree holders? Yes. People who not only degree, for me, importance is the combination of people who understand the sport. It's not just in theory, but practically as well. Right? This is what I have been brought up that way in Germany. Right? I believe, I hope, that understanding a sport is very, very important to be able to do something in that sport. And we don't do that. We have people who have no understanding of the sport. Even ex-professionals don't understand the sport. That is the scary part. Or people who say, listen, I'm doing stuff with the good of Indian football. No, you're not. Because you don't effing know what you're doing. Sorry to say that. Or now that Bayern Leverkusen consuming more goals later this season, on the coaches figuring out the access of Xavi Alonso. Two things. It is Bayer Leverkusen, Kumar. Bayern is a state. Bayer without an N is Leverkusen is a city very close to me. I can, if I look out of my window, 25 kilometers down that side. Bayer company. Bayern is the state where Bayern Munich is based. And Xabi Alonso with the B. Xavi is the ex-Barca player. Sorry. No, I think the team is not settled yet. I think that's the big problem. The defense is not settled yet, and therefore they're conceding goals. It's normal. No one's talking about Raul in performance today. This is the much good deep line playmaker that Jigson. Much good deep line playmaker than Jigson and Apoya. I said that. Not today, but I've said that in the past, that if Jigson is, if Raulin is fit, Raulin gives you the legs and covers the ground. And if you have a Raulin-Apuya combination, potentially, it gives a lot of flexibility to Apuya. You're saying export person who don't care about sports, please don't hold head of the association, right? Yeah. Yeah. I think the first step to cleansing info is to start with governance. Yeah, but who's going to take that step? Right? That's Bing Bong, that's the question. Do you think ex-players would benefit in getting an MBA in sports management? 100%. But how many of these ex-athletes are educated enough to go to university? If I let's say I deal with an Oliver Kahn, of course he's failed at Bayern, but Oliver Kahn is, one of the most learned people I know. So therefore, for me, these things are basics. Please, guys, like, share, subscribe. Thank you, Bing Bong, for that. Yes, as always, please like, share, and subscribe. the channel, and yeah, just keep spreading. That we have more people joining us in our conversations. I mean, we're already more than in the past, so that's a good sign. Nowhere Rowland above Apoya Jackson. Vinay, that might be your opinion. In my opinion, if he's fit and he's going, he's got game sense. Yeah, he does. Do you think certain time Indian football doesn't understand what are they doing? They're doing things blindly. Very often. Even AIFF lawyers don't know sporting law. Complete joke. Yeah. So when will the squad be announced for Vietnam? Showcased, I would say early next week. I would think. Right. 10 past 8. Let me slowly. Sorry again that I started late, but yeah, I was out and therefore couldn't come live earlier. As I just said a little earlier, like, share, and subscribe. arunfoot, and at the moment 1,783 subscribers. Thank you very much. Slowly edging to 1,800 mark or to the 2,000 mark. Good to see that. Thank you very much for your support. 31 likes tonight. Thank you for that as well. And as I said, tomorrow, let me see if I can do a live watch along. Thinking of doing a live watch along tomorrow for the Bangalore FC versus Mohun Bagan game. So let me see if I can do that from my timings, if it works. Again, normal time around 10 o'clock India. It's Bayern Munich versus Bayer Leverkusen. So, therefore, I want to watch that game. So therefore, yeah, might do something a little earlier, maybe around 7:15. And then we can talk about Indian football. And yeah, it's a problem. And Kishore, hi. We're just about to end it, and I'll take this as the last one. Sounds like Indian football is all lacks intelligent people. That's shouldn't be saying that, but yeah, that's one of our biggest problems. Intelligence, knowledge. Intelligence might not be the problem, but knowledge and understanding, I think, is a very, very good thing. Practical approach. So therefore, let's see. And therefore, thanks a lot, guys. As always, like, share, and subscribe. arunfoot here on YouTube, on my other social medias, and as well as arunfoot.com. And I'll be back tomorrow in some sort of form way. I'll be trying to do the live. So I'll let you know either here on my YouTube channel or on my X or Facebook. See you tomorrow. Good night.